All right, you ready? You have to be the reader, though.
Okay.
So you have to put that down. You have to read out loud.
Oh, great.
We're going to do...
My wife and I have been married for more than 2 decades now. We have 2 children who are 18 and both in college. A couple years ago, my wife admitted to cheating on me in a one-night stand. She said it was the worst mistake of her life and she really regretted it a lot. Our marriage was going through a lot of difficulties at the time and we were even seriously considering divorce. However, I never expected my wife to betray me like that. My wife had a lot of remorse and was willing to do anything for reconciliation. While I did almost file for divorce, I decided not to and give our family a chance. And to be honest, it was the best decision I've ever made in my life. Strangely enough, that incident which pushed our marriage to the brink also repaired our marriage. While I did still occasionally have days where I just felt heartbroken and betrayed, those days were infrequent because my wife pretty much did everything possible to show how much she loved me and our family. I have also been friends with Vanessa since we were in kindergarten. Vanessa used to spend a lot of time over at my house and she pretty much became my adopted sister. Vanessa and I were really close and never once lost our friendship despite all the life changes we were going through. Vanessa was best woman at my wedding. I was man of honor at hers. My wife initially was insecure because she thought from her common senses that Vanessa had feelings for me. However, after getting to know Vanessa, she realized that Vanessa was just my really close friend. Now, during the time my wife cheated on me, I did confide in Vanessa, and Vanessa recommended that I take 3 weeks to take a breather and then make my decision. That was a really great suggestion and saved my marriage. I told my wife about it, and my wife, too, was really grateful for Vanessa. Fast forward to today, and both my kids are in college. Last month, Vanessa reached out to me and asked if we could take a week-long trip to our hometown where we would just visit our favorite childhood places. It would be a road trip, and we would just drive through the city, visit our high school, favorite parks, restaurants, etc. To be honest, this suggestion really excited me because I was feeling a bit empty since my kids left for college. I told my wife about it and I expected some pushback. My wife expectedly was shocked and said this was a romantic trip I'm taking with my best friend, and she was worried something would happen on this trip, especially because Vanessa was divorced. I told my wife there's nothing romantic about this trip and it's just a trip 2 friends are taking down memory lane. I told my wife I would never even consider this trip if she hadn't cheated on me 2 years ago, but she has to allow this now. I need a mental break, and I still occasionally get feelings of betrayal from what my wife did 2 years ago. After a lot of discussions, my wife ultimately did agree to it, and I was really happy about it. Was I the a-hole?
Yeah.
The first comment says, telling me about revenge without actually telling me. Exactly, OP guy here. You're taking this trip as selfish as your wife's one-night stand, perhaps even more so since it's definitely premeditated or a much longer duration. Oh, let me guess, 1 room? No offense, OP, you're a moron.
Yeah.
You're destroying that purposely, destroying what purportedly have been improvement in your marriage. Resentment will rule that day. Next one says, considering he has been faithful for 20 years and can be trusted, and his wife cannot, and she caused him unimaginable mental anguish, I don't see any unselfishness. This one says, if you're going to move past the transgression, you have to do